Hey everyone, this is your daily love for June 13th. In my right shoulder, someone may be of pain or may be being in pain. You may be experiencing pain. I went ahead and started the camera, wasn't done shuffling, I wasn't ready, but messages have been coming through and through. Like, Spirit is so close and so loud lately, man. So fucking loud. I love it. I love it. Wow. I actually I saw a reflection. I was trying to turn the card, but I thought I saw rejection. That's why I pulled it. Interesting. Because this was actually conversation a few nights ago. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and this is general. I'm not gonna go. Y'all fucking know. Y'all know. Okay, so we're not gonna go into that. You can find all the information down below if you want a personal reading. It's not always about agreeing, and you're not going to agree. In fact, I steer clear of people that just agree with me about everything because I need a different perspective. I also need somebody with their own thoughts. And this is not just romantic. This is like people that I keep around me, period. Like if you just agree like with everything I say, I don't know, maybe we really do just agree on everything, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel right to me. Like I believe in like checks and balances, and I believe you need different perspectives, and I believe that we need challenges, and I believe that we need people with different perceptions and different ideas. And because, I mean, let's be honest, like none of this shit is proven, right? None of it, especially in spirituality, right? And philosophy. You can't prove any of it. You can't prove not a single fucking thing. Only you know what you know because of what you've seen, and you can prove it to you, or it's been proven to you, but you can't prove any of it. So, I mean, it takes all kinds, you know, it really, really does. And I believe that we need those challenges. We need those challenges because if everyone thought the same and looked the same and dressed the same and spoke the same, what a boring world this would be, number one. But number two, there would be no way to grow. You can't grow through the same thing, right? You need challenges. You need something that sprouts. I'm getting growth. And that's done through challenge. So we don't just agree just to agree, like, okay, you're right, I don't want to argue, or I want to keep around, so I'm going to agree with you. No. And in fact, maybe you shouldn't agree with everything. Maybe sometimes you have to agree just to disagree, right? But I think that balance, it's understanding. It's understanding. Maybe you can't relate, but you can do your best to understand. And relationships should be balanced. This is a love reading, of course, for romantic love relationships. It doesn't matter, parent, child, sister, brother, romantic, card. But I did pull it because I thought I saw rejection. So some of you may be feeling rejected. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Okay, so you are feeling rejected. Maybe it's only requiring a period of reflection, okay? For either, I'm feeling like these go hand in hand. There may have been a fallout or a disagreement. Look, and you can't just disagree on everything. That's not to say, like, I'm not telling you to stay in a toxic relationship. So if you're with someone that, like, y'all don't fucking agree on anything, because you're gonna need some of the same points of view, right? But if y'all just don't agree on anything, I mean, I'm not telling you to stay in a toxic relationship at all, ever. And I don't give a shit who told you it was your soulmate, your twin flame, whatever. What, like, I don't give a fuck. No one needs to be in toxicity, ever, 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 ever. That is not okay. That is not healthy. That is not okay for you. That is not okay for them. Okay? Because if whoever is being toxic at some point, it's going to rub off, and it's going to be both of you. Okay? I don't know who I'm speaking to right now, but this is like coming through loud and clear. Especially the fact that I'm feeling rejection, or I thought I saw rejection, and I'm feeling like it's like, it's, even if it was rejection, it's like being taken too personal. It doesn't define you, okay? It doesn't have anything to do with you. Like, maybe you're just not for them. That doesn't mean you're not whatever you are. It doesn't have anything to do with your worth or your value. It's maybe y'all just don't vibe, or maybe they're looking for something else or whatever it is, you shouldn't take it as a direct blow to self, right? And that's something that actually took me a lot to learn. I actually didn't sort of pick up on that until maybe like 7 or 8 years ago. So yeah, that's a big one. And I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to somebody. But if you have had a fallout over a disagreement, perhaps you just need some space. Because I feel like some of you are, and I've been feeling this real like, and it's not mine because I don't feel nervous at all. Like really, I'm at a good place. And there are some things that are like, I feel overwhelmed, like I need to release some things and shit like that, but not nervous. So the nervousness that I'm feeling, I know for a fact is not coming from me, but I do feel like a lot of you have this anxious feeling about you. And it could be because you've had a fallout with somebody. I need you to understand, Spirit needs you to understand that. Good. Use it to grow. Let them use it to grow. Reflect on the situation and try to see it from their standpoint, okay? And if in fact you have been rejected, good. I mean, it sucks to be rejected. Nobody likes rejection, but it's better than someone leading you on or leading you to believe that you're something that you're not, or you could have something that you can't, or you know what I'm saying? Like, because everybody deserves happiness. So better that you see that and find that out and go on your separate way and find your own path and your group or your person or whatever now than fucking 20 years from now and you've been wasting all this time, which I don't believe in either. I don't believe there's wasted time, but that's me. A long time, and then you find out that y'all never really vibed and they were lying to you, so I don't know. I just wouldn't take it as a direct blow because it doesn't have anything to do with you. I mean, yeah, you're the one being rejected, but it doesn't make you. It doesn't make you any less. You shouldn't take it personal. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. This message is speaking to somebody who needs to do some serious time in the mirror. There is a lot, we've been getting a lot of like amazing lovey-dovey on-course messages, and this isn't one of them. This is, at least not right now. We may be speaking to a different group here in a minute, but this isn't one of them. This is someone who really needs to look at their situation. This can be for singles, but it's if you're still caught up on someone, it will be like if you're single and in that group, like you're recently became single, or you are caught up on someone, or you feel a breakup coming, okay? But yeah, I'm feeling like also I'm connecting with people who know they're in toxic relationships and they feel it coming. That's what I'm getting to. So whatever this is, it's an existing relationship no matter how you look at it, because either you're caught up on the relationship or you're in a relationship that is coming to an end or needs to come to an end. And what I will say is whatever you are holding against them, because I am getting like, I'm feeling a little bit judged all of a sudden. I'm feeling like I feel like there's like fucking laser beams on the back of my head, feeling like I just want to fucking duck out. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally, like if you see me, I'm going towards like off camera. I'm wanting to go out of the camera's view. I'm feeling very judged, and I feel like you need to look at that and you need to sit with that, and whatever it is you are seeing in that person that you just can't fucking stand, and you just don't like this, and what is it about you that you're not comfortable with, okay? Especially if you've been with someone this long. You didn't stay around for no reason. You didn't stick with someone because you had nothing in common to begin with. Now, do we all grow? Of course. Do we always grow in the same direction? Absolutely not. But this is a real, like, it's not always all the other person. There's a lot going on here on both sides. And you need to sit with that. You need to understand that what's going on, it's not all their fault. And I'm hearing it just like that. It's not all their fault. Playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Even if you have to release someone, you can do it in and out of love. You can release someone with love, in a loving way. I mean, I had to do this yesterday, and not really I didn't really release him, and it wasn't a romantic relationship, but it doesn't matter. For me, love is love. And I had to say what I had to say in a loving way, and I even said that, like, I still love you, I will always love you, but I will never trust you again, you know. And again, it's not a romantic relationship, but still, like, love is love. When you love that deep, you love. So take it as it resonates. But there is a way to release people in a loving way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just because you're hurt, or just, you don't always have to do shit like spiteful, and it doesn't mean you have to be in each other's presence, and it doesn't mean you have to accept each other in a physical way. And what I mean by that is, you're going to have to accept the things you can't change, or it's going to eat you up, right? But you do have to accept that you change it, and you can still release it in love, because let me tell you what releasing it in hate does. Not a fucking thing. That person goes on with their life. That person is dealing with their own shit, and the only one that it eats up inside is you. We forgive, yeah, okay, maybe sometimes to set the other person at ease, and that can be a lot of it, as was the case kind of yesterday. And I did not fully release this person, and that may be something that you need to look at as well with this playfulness card. You don't always have to fully release someone to never accept them or look at them in the way that they were before. And I actually have had quite a few readings of this recently. Like, there's been a lot of people that have come to me recently that truly, truly love their partner, and just can't be with them in a romantic relationship anymore. Does that mean you love them any less? Absolutely not. Does it mean that they have to be completely out of your life? Absolutely not. But it does mean that the dynamic changes, and that's something that you'll have to learn how to deal with in a healthy way. And you should keep it light and playful if you can. If you can keep them, keep them. It doesn't mean you have to be romantic with them, okay? Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. That's what I was just talking about. When you don't forgive, when you keep it, the other person goes on with their life. You are the one that is hurting, okay? And it's unnecessary. Ain't nobody got no business stressing all the time. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Again, you can have a romantic relationship with somebody for 20 years and be out of relationship or out of contact or whatever. I mean, if it's been that long, and you probably for the last fucking 10 years anyway, sleeping in the same bed, underneath the same roof. Let's be fucking real. But that doesn't mean, like, when you spend enough time with somebody, you're going to love them. You are going to learn things about them, and it will be hard to release them. In today's society, they say an ex is an ex, but if you spend, this is just me speaking, but if you spend that much time with somebody, like, that love doesn't go anywhere. So, but I do feel like there's someone here that needs space and needs to trust. And I feel like I just, like, all of a sudden want to take a really, really deep breath. So whatever this is weighing really, really heavy on someone. You deserve love, and you are lovable, okay? And I feel like there's, like, a sense of compassion here. Like, you need to understand that about your partner too. Your partner deserves love as well. For those of you not wanting to let go, you have to understand that you're holding up both people's journey. You deserve happiness, and so do they. So it's not like, because I'm feeling like someone is kind of being selfish. So if you're holding on to someone for whatever reason, you're holding them from their happiness as well. They could be out there finding someone that really suits them, and by you holding on, and I mean, you're not with who you need to be with, and you're not allowing them to be with who they need to be with. Okay, so codependency, so interesting that would come out after what I just said. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. You can be addicted to toxic behavior. You can be addicted. Addictions come in all forms, all right? All forms. You can be addicted to food. You can be addicted to work. You can be addicted to sex. You can be addicted you can be addicted to dick. Okay. You can be addicted to being needed. And that is what I'm picking up from this reading overall. Someone who needs to be needed. And that's a tough one. That is a tough one. A lot of mothers get that when their children, like when all their children finally grow up and flee the nest. I've seen it, and it can fucking do a number on you, you know. But you're gonna have to release that, and that's why I say that the distance is good for some of you. Balance and reflection, a lot of reflection. There's a lot of, like, I'm seeing someone that really needs to spend some time alone in that mirror, and I don't mean sitting in the bathroom in a fucking mirror. I mean, like, really, like, finding yourself. And I'm hearing it again, find yourself again. I feel like in a relationship somewhere you lost self. And I think that's easy to do in a relationship, because you have to be so understanding and available and considerate of the other person, right? So I think it's easy for some people to get lost in the other person's life. It's very easy, a lot easier than you would think, to start living someone else's life. Yeah, it really is. And people are like, I do what I want. No. Do you really? Do you really? It's easier than you fucking think. I talk about this all the time. When I first moved to San Antonio, I caught myself, you know, taking care of my dad. Like, that was where all of my attention was. And I caught myself doing things in a daily routine. And I'm like, I don't even fucking like this. This isn't me. I don't want to do this. This isn't my life. And I caught myself, like, having to focus so much time on him that I literally started to live his life. And it was so uncomfortable and miserable. And it's like, you know, a lot of things come out of us not being in our, needing some space. I will not say that it needs to be released, but there are parts of it that do need to be released, and I continue to hear it's not all their fault. So someone here really needs to stand up and take responsibility for what they've caused. And I'm feeling like this really, okay, I've got a feeling like, probably like from my breastplate, like down to almost like the right above my pelvic area. Okay, so this solar plexus thing, and it's like I'm feeling this really uneasy feeling all of a sudden, like I'm nervous of what's gonna happen, and I'm just like, I'm having a little bit of trouble breathing. Not like, I feel like I'm about to have a panic attack. Hold on, like, because it's hold on. It's intense. Some of you are really having a rough go at it, and I mean, fuck, I think I would be crawling out of my skin. I feel like I want to crawl out of my skin. Like, I just want to bust out of my fucking chest right now. Whew, okay. So religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay. Some of you, now look here, and there's also attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, and honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Now, this part of this will be a message for one group. Part of this will be a message for the group we were discussing before these came out. We'll hit that one first, and then we'll go to the next one. Okay? Some of you are taking a different path, a different spiritual path than whoever you are caught up on or currently in a relationship with. Look, this is your life. Life is what you make it, and this is your fucking story, baby. This is all you. Whatever you want to do, free will, all right? But if you change your path or block your path or stop your path because you are holding on to someone else, I really feel like you're going to regret it later. I really feel like you're going to harbor resentment, and you are going to regret that. You will never be, you can be happy, but will you be content? No. You will never be content if you are not on your path, because you will always know that you're supposed to be doing something else, which fucking counteracts contentment. Contentment, is that a word? I think so. I don't know. It is now. Romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. If you cannot fully enjoy the moment that you're in, you're not really attracting anything but Okay, but I do see this, that some of your paths are taking you on a different, ooh, that's kind of turning my head, you know what I mean? Like, what's over there? That looks tasty. New fruit. I'm just saying, don't be that person. Don't be that person. Finish whatever it is you got to finish and then move on. Unless it's your agreement. Many people live polyamorous relationships. Many men or women even are pack animals. I talk about this all the time. I know it's taboo. I know a lot of you don't like it. If you don't like it, get the fuck off my channel. Everybody is different. Everybody works differently. So if you are in those types of relationships, there may be someone in your group that is getting jealous, okay? That is getting ready to leave, or maybe has found that it's not the life for them, okay? Whatever this is, if it's not your agreement, then it's not working for you, because that's what it boils down to. It boils down to what the agreement is, okay? That's what it boils down to, and it's different for everyone. Don't ever let anyone tell you that that's not how a relationship or a marriage or whatever is supposed to work. Don't ever fucking let anybody tell you that shit. What works for you is what works for you, and ultimately you and that person or those people are the ones in the relationship, and it ain't nobody else's fucking business. I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but I feel really stern, like I need to put my foot down. And so I feel like that's how you need to be with someone or someone's in your life that are maybe judging you, because I'm getting that like feeling in between my shoulders again. Okay, so that's for some of you. Yeah, that card right there. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Okay, so there will be some of you that have had your interest sparked in that honeymoon bliss stage, right? And there could be something, if you have, let's just say you have cheated, if you believe in such a thing, okay? I would look at that very carefully as to why you are really attracted to this person. Is it that you are really attracted to that person? Or was it the experience? Was it the newness? Was it the freedom? Did they ignite something or wake up something inside of you that you need to deal with that has nothing to do with them, which is often the case? That's for that group. Okay, now, completely different group this is speaking to. You are currently attracting divine connections and relationships to carry out a much more spiritual mission than most people have, and you will learn that through some sort of holiday time, like vacation. You will learn that on a somewhere that isn't the norm, right? So if you go away for the weekend or go to wherever that you may be going or whatever you may be doing or whatever, there will be a closeness, and even if you are attracted to each other, there will be a deepening of that attraction through something very spiritual, whether this is a spiritual realization, an actual journey, a spiritual journey, whatever this is for a completely different group. Okay, I won't say necessarily single, but definitely not either committed at all or not as committed as you could be. Okay, ooh, that's a lot. I think, man, that's a lot of messages. Actually, okay, we'll pull this one. As I say, that's a lot of messages. The Eight of Wands comes in and the Crow swoops in with a message. Fast paced, that happened fast. I'm thinking I'm going to pull a couple of more oracle cards and we're going to end it, because I don't really feel like we need tarot at all. I probably could have done the whole reading with nothing. Spirit's talking to me like that today. Freedom, be free, free yourself. And this has been coming up a lot lately, like people that want to cage people just to have them. Look, I'm not knocking anybody's way of life. That may be someone's real path, okay? That it may be, especially if you're dealing with a robot. And that, no disrespect, because we need robots too, right? No disrespect, we need those people. But Not everybody is built like that. And this is why I'm so, like, you always hear me say no judgment and do what's right for you, because it's different for everyone, okay? You're getting reflection again. I just split the deck. Look, exactly how I split it, okay? And the card that's looking up at me is reflection. Some of you need to reflect on your path versus someone else. Are you living, and this keeps coming out, are you living your life or are you living someone else's? Are you living up to your standards or someone else's? The lack of freedom and the wanting to be caged, they keep showing me caged animals, and I'm seeing felines specifically. And this has been for days now. Look, not everyone commits at all, and not everyone commits in the same way. Just because someone has a more free spirit doesn't mean they're out fucking other people, and it doesn't mean they're not. But what I will say is be very careful, because this message has been coming through. Be very careful of the ones that want to commit to you, or the ones that want a commitment from you just to have you. There's a energy that continues to come through of someone or someone's, and as I say this, there's a white bird that just landed. So I feel like this is a very pure message for someone. Okay, let me slow down. Be very cautious of the ones that come into your life and want to commit to you or want a commitment from you, because there is something going on inside of them. It is a possessive trait, and I am speaking from experience. Like I tell you all the time, there's a lot of things that I didn't come to a realization about until about 7 or 8 years ago. So not everyone that wants something from you is coming from a pure place. Sometimes it's because they need to know that they have something, that they can hold something like that, like they can, like it's theirs. And this is bad, this is wrong, this is no good. And some of you are dealing with this, and you're going to be sucked up into this. However, don't make a commitment that you can't. I don't know, man. I feel like you should just, like, I'm actually seeing someone like pull back the reins on a horse, like slow down, whoa Nelly, because this is not okay. And I feel like you don't see this person's true colors until down the line, when it's already too late. Well, again, it's never too late, but I just feel like someone's gonna get hurt in that space. But I feel like if this is something that you're dealing with, you've already had a few red flags. Like you will know. This is like me saying this now is not the first time you've had this thought. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you've been questioning this person's, you've had a feeling of, I don't know how to say it, but you would have already, I want to say internalize it, but like make it like there's something wrong with you, or like, no, that's not what's really, that kind of commitment, because that's not a healthy commitment. And maybe there's a lot of relationships that work like that. I'm connecting with a specific group of people that doesn't work for you. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it there, because I'm really like, I'm having trouble finding the words. But if this is resonating with you, you've already gotten a feeling about this person, don't ignore it. Okay, don't ignore it. That's all I'm gonna say on that. This reading is taking a lot out of me. I mean, really, like, I was super fucking energized before I sat down, and now I feel like I could lay down right here on this fucking concrete and go to sleep. This reading is taking a lot out of me. So whatever is happening, this is a huge transition. This is a huge point of change. This is a huge decision. And this has been a lot of, there's been a lot of focus on this. There's been a lot of thought. This has been trying. You may have been in this relationship for a long time. All of a sudden I want to cry. Fuck, we're gonna have to end this reading, because I love you and all of your feelings are valid. I just can't deal with it today, because I'm in a good place, and this is a tough reading for me to get through. I've almost had a panic attack. I want to cry. I'm feeling restricted. I've got a pain in me. There's a lot going on here. If I had to tell you anything, one little piece of advice, don't go against your gut. Don't try to validate someone else's shit by making yours not worth it. Get your ass into nature. Either don't eat at all or eat nature, okay? Eat a salad, eat a fucking salad, eat some fruit. Don't eat, whoever this is. Oh my God, I am like literally having to fight back the tears. What the fuck are y'all doing today? Okay. Don't put anything dense in your body. No sodas, no caffeine, no shit. You may not want to eat at all. Just go fuck into a mountain and fast. But definitely don't put anything dense in your body. No meats, no dairies, not even like potatoes or rice or anything like that. Keep it straight from the ground today if you've got to eat, and water. Not even tea. I wouldn't even suggest tea, okay? Go to nature. If you can't take the day either off or slow, if you got a sick day and you're feeling like this, fucking take it. Take it. We're close to the weekend, so if you can ride it out, and either, I don't know, I suggest kind of not letting a lot of people in if you're resonating with this energy, but also I would not suggest seclusion. I would not suggest like bunkering down in a cabin or a house. I'm starting to shake my leg. I'm feeling very nervous. You need to fucking get your ass out in nature, like go by the water or go out, like it needs to be open. It needs to be open. I gotta end the reading because like I don't know what the fuck, I gotta go like